New day, new mercies, and new opportunities. It is a pleasure to be here with you, King Brother, and it's so good to be seen and heard again as we get ready for another episode of When Brothers Talk. Man, I'm glad to see you. You looking good. You looking bright and clear and vibrant.
Likewise, brother. I am excited to be here. Let's get it. Let's get to talking, man. Let's get to
Yeah, yeah.
talking.
Listen, I want to say something though. I want to that grandson of yours that you sent me, them pictures you sent me, man.
Man,
That
uh
grandson looking like your father. I'm
look,
serious.
man, it's so precious.
I
And to
believe it.
hold that young man in my arms and let him piss on me and everything else, all the little things that the babies do,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
But throw up on me, but it was precious. Yeah, man. My child gave a child, man. That's
That's what's
this
up.
it's precious, man. So I'm excited to spend more time with him, and uh, it's just a beautiful thing, man. It's a
And
beautiful.
I just want to.
Everybody who says you don't know what it feels like to be a grandparent until you are one,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be. I feel like I'm too young to be, called grandpa, and I'm pops, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
Surreal feeling.
There's nothing
Yeah.
like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing like it, brother. I mean, when my two came, I was just ecstatic, and it gives you another perspective on life.
Yeah.
Another thing too.
I look at it as the opportunity to mend the mistakes I made with my
Mm,
daughters.
mm,
Right. I get
mm-hmm,
another chance
mm-hmm.
to self correct. So
Correct.
um, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, as always, we always have those. And to those who have been looking, I was going to say this, we always have those phenomenal questions, but to those who have been looking at our posts, man, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it, honestly, Ben. I know you do,
Absolutely.
I do as well. And
Absolutely.
those who have followed our page on Facebook, continue to do that. Our goal is to impact the world and the nation just by When Brothers Talk. And it's interesting, man. I saw another podcast kind of similar to ours out there. So but there's no competition on the spiritual plane. We do what we do. We impact who we
That's it.
impact, and we call it ourselves our own. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, brother. That's it.
So let's go ahead and dive into these phenomenal questions that have come in from
Uh,
across the nation. I love it.
Yep. So let me ask you this. So we're gonna talk about dating in today's
Mhm.
climate. That's kind of like the theme for this conversation tonight. So let's get into it just off the break. So how has dating been for you?
How has dating been for me, man? That's one of those good questions. For me, Ben, um, it's been challenging. I'll be honest with you because I I was indoctrinated with a mindset of marriage.
Hmm.
So for me, coming into dating, I had a mindset of dating, but okay, I say, okay, I'm dating, but my mindset was marriage. So my mindset was like, okay,
Yep.
I date you, that's it, we locking in. You follow me?
Hmm.
And all the while I didn't know myself, I was ill-equipped to even know someone else because I didn't know myself. I couldn't love from my overflow. I couldn't give from overflow because I had nothing to give myself. So for me, it has been challenging. It's been interesting. It's been enjoyable, but it's been challenging as well. So yeah, yeah. Self-awareness played the lack of self-awareness played a major role in that.
So for myself, the dating process has I learned similar to you.
Hmm.
Like I learned the difference between dating and relationship while dating.
Hmm.
Because there's a huge difference between the two, and people don't really understand the difference between the two. Dating is the process
Hmm. Right.
to relationship. You're supposed to date multiple people. You're supposed to try to get to dating is the process of getting to know people.
Hmm.
Um, I learned so many mistakes of dating when I started dating.
Right. Right.
Like it was, if everybody I went on a date, it was like you were my wife. every single
You
time,
too.
right?
You too,
It
right?
was like, you're my wife. Like this, so this is what I do every time because that's what I'm so used to doing.
hmm
And I, I don't know if dating was fun for me.
Oh, that's good.
Now,
That's
did I
good.
have a couple of times that where, good times? Like, yeah, but I know I'm built to be a husband, so dating
hmm
isn't fun, right?
hmm hmm
But my process was as I was going through the process, I learned that not everybody was wife. So I had to scale back the way that I maneuvered
hmm
in dating.
Right.
So, did I go out and have some good times and, like that's, yeah, I did all of that stuff. But as far as like dating, it wasn't fun
hmm
for me. And like, ah, I like I like the idea of being with a person,
hmm
and
I can
dating
relate.
is not that way.
I can
Now,
relate.
so and social media has changed that. So one of the questions that kind of popped in for me, and give you time to elaborate on it is: so has social media changed the way that you see dating?
Has it changed the way I see dating? I would say yeah. And I want to go back to what you stated, man. It wasn't fun. It seemed like a chore. Like I was trying to figure out walking. It was like walking through a landmine. It's like, okay,
Right,
did this. Okay, I missed that one. Okay, whew, you know, and it hasn't been. It wasn't fun for me. And like you said, it's that process of it's the process of getting to that permanence.
right,
And I want to just put this disclaimer out there too, that dating does not. Okay, we were raised in the church. I know for sure if you dated, dating doesn't mean sex. Dating
right,
means getting acquainted, get to know, like we get to have a
right.
conversation. But has social media influenced me? Social media helped me. I mean, just based on me doing my work, but social media with the positive statements as it relates to dating has really helped me out. I'm serious, tremendously, because it helped me learn to reflect on myself as well as how I should date. It helped me tremendously. It really did. It was like a surrogate.
Yeah, I'm completely opposite on that one. Like social
It's a
media,
surrogate.
social media because it's too much fluff in social media. Like there's so many things that's out here that's
hmm
telling, social media has essentially become the battle of the sexes, right? It
Okay.
is how men see things, how women see things, and you got panderers for men and panderers for women. And the thing about social media that kind of like just throws me out is that like really there's no accountability.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely no accountability. And the other thing about social media is that like who is real, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are
Yeah. Yeah.
you dating real people? Are you actually are we trying to get the likes? Are we trying to get the gram? We're trying to get like all that type of stuff. You know what I want to find? I want to find somebody who is just a regular human being,
Okay. So
right?
for
That
me,
ain't pressed about all that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. So for me, right, I get what you're saying. I promise you what you said. All right. So when I talk about how dating, okay, so how social media has influenced. I'm laughing at you, man, because you go in there. But anyway, it has influenced me because, bro, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know what I was looking for. I was like just swimming in the ocean and whatever I could get my hands on, like a fish. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it helped me know what the qualities I should look for outside of the Bible, what qualities I should look for. But these were people that I felt had a consistent message. Make sense? So
Okay.
I
So
looked
so
at,
where did you find that on social media? Where
I found that on healthy marriages. I found that
okay.
on YouTube. There's a guy in particular that I watch, and he has a message about healthy relationships. Another thing too is it always pointed back to the individual looking at themselves. So that has been my healthy influence. Now all this other fluff out there, I'll
Okay.
be honest with you, I get what you're saying. No, I agree.
So then what
Out
you
the
need to
window.
do is go ahead and take whatever algorithm you got and share that with the masses
Okay.
because nobody, every time I turn up, I'm seeing all these other folk talking, and it's creating dissension and discord between
Hmm.
the sexes.
Got you. Got you.
Um,
Got you. Got
it's telling us that men ain't this and women ain't that, and so you think about it. I believe that that's the majority? I don't believe that's the majority. I
you.
believe that that's a very vocal minority, but they're the loudest voices in the room,
Okay.
right? They're the
Hmm.
loudest voices in the room, and that I think has saturated our mindsets around social media, with social media in our dating. And so, like, you get these need to be 6 feet tall, 6 foot, or six figures, six pack ad type.
That
That's what every woman is looking for, right? Or
out the
every
window.
dude
Out
is
the
looking
window.
for, right? Every dude is looking for the IG model and blah blah blah. Or if he don't have this and she don't have, and so all of these like negative influences from a Kevin Samuels type to a Derek Jackson type to a,
Well,
like
that's
go down the
contention.
list, right?
That's
Right?
contention. Hmm.
Yeah, and like, but those are the loudest voices in the room,
Let me interject.
and I think
Go
that
ahead.
we can. No, no, no. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like is when they. I don't like this type of message where it says if he doesn't do this or if she doesn't do that. Now that's divisive. I agree with you
Right.
wholeheartedly. The ones I've listened to were the ones who had a consistent message of self-awareness, working on self. You follow me? Really
Right.
talking. But these people are seasoned. But all that, if she's not doing this, I hate that because, like you said, it is divisive. And again, we're starting to look at each other like, well, it's like a checklist,
Right. And it
and it's not
creates a
realistic.
cesspool,
Yes,
right?
it
It creates
does.
a cesspool where now everybody in the dating pool
Hmm.
is all flagged and
Yeah.
marred and like, oh, I
Yes.
can't touch anybody in this pool. When the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of really great guys out here. There's a lot of really great gals out here,
Hmm.
right? They are out here in the pool,
Hmm.
but because a person has a flag,
Hmm.
it's like,
Hmm.
oh well, you know what? You got a flag too, right? We all have flags. We all have things that we're working on. But like I remember I saw a post one time, and this young lady, bless her heart, bless her heart. Um, she was saying like, well, he if he doesn't make uh, you know, $200,000 a year, I can't talk to him. Like, crazy crap. So dude asked her, like, well, how much do you make? She was making like $35,000. And he like, well, you don't even make what you expect a man to make,
Right, right,
right?
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
and
You
so
don't make
like
more than
there,
that.
if and then so also it's these unrealistic expectations as well, right? So if you're looking for, I call him the 666 man, like 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, six pack, and six figures.
Hmm.
Guess what? Even if you find that guy, he gotta like you,
Right,
right?
right, right,
Right.
right.
So like that particular idea of man, there's 14% of the population that is 6 feet tall.
Now you moving in
14%,
their numbers and
right?
statistics.
So you already at a disadvantage, right? Off the break, right? Already at a disadvantage. Then they gotta be, don't be in shape, right? Then don't have some money, right? So you put all that stuff together. What you talking about? A subset of the population
Hmm.
that, you know, 85% of the women all want this, 1% of man.
Hmm.
And the vice versa, right? Like, I just think that we don't do enough. Social media does not do enough of just promoting regular human beings,
Hmm.
right? I don't care about your success. Like I'm a person, I like a woman with a little meat on her bone. I ain't worried about you having a little cellulite or nothing, right? I don't give two shakes about none of it. I'm for it. Yes.
Hmm.
If you ain't got stretch marks, I can't talk to you type, right? That's how I like a woman. That's a real woman, right? I don't need you to go and get altered to do all like I like a real woman. And I don't think that social media does enough of promoting real people liking real people.
Well,
I
it's
think that's how it's making it.
it's undervalued. You follow me? I mean, like
Right.
self-awareness is, they have these t-shirts, this is the new sexy. I would say self-awareness, authenticity is really the new sexy if we're gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
self-awareness and authenticity is a magnet. It's a magnet. It's an authentic, it's a true magnet. And you're gonna draw to you your own. And that's where I'm at. Because again, if we look at and compare ourselves to social media, then we'll start counting ourselves out. It's not worth it. It really is not. And that's where
man,
we come in and we have these discussions because there's a reality and then there's also what is myth and
right,
entertainment. And of course, entertain, it confines you,
right,
your way of thinking. Go ahead, my brother.
man. That right there is probably when I tell you, if we could do more of just understanding that a self-aware person, male or female,
Hmm.
is the most attractive
Yeah.
trait you can carry, right?
Self-aware person is invaluable. It's
Oh, like
invaluable. It's like,
it
yeah.
yeah, and to be able to wear that in confidence,
Hmm. Right,
right?
right, right.
I'm confident, I'm self-aware, and that is one of the most attractive traits that you can carry, like period. I
Hmm.
find that. So, with all that,
Hmm.
Chris, do you think that women and men see dating differently today?
I would say some do. In comparison to a time in particular time, I would say yes. I would say again, we know the substratum or the basis is the influence of social media. You follow me?
Yeah,
So you have to be so intentional about your focus. And even the person, it's interesting because people come in dating now with the majority, again, come in with a mindset of what can this person do for me versus what can I can do to this for this person, with this person, what can we do together? Make sense? And so now we're looking at dating from a selfish perspective, and we're taking from. And so if we're
right,
taking from, we're takers as well as users.
right.
And most people don't see themselves as such. But how can I complement your life? Not how can I then and we talked about this one, not how can I take a slot, how can I get 25 cent, right, out of
Hey,
two quarters and a nickel or
right.
25 pennies when the slot says it needs a quarter?
It's a quarter. That's
Make
it.
sense? So now, how can I enhance your life? How can I help um, cause your dreams to be resuscitated and revived? Dating is again, yes, people see dating differently. Why? It's about sex. It's about what you can do for me versus how can I get to know you? You know what? You sound like a nice person, man. Slow walk that thing. You talked about a I remember a while ago. You talked about the crock pot. You remember that?
Don't get me in trouble
My
now.
motto
Right.
is
If I would.
exhaust the friendship. I'm serious because at the end of the day, when when couples cannot bump uglies anymore, as they say, you should be friends. You should be friends. Go ahead.
So I think that women and men see dating the same,
Hmm.
but with so how I say the same. So the same is both men and women think ain't nothing out here,
Okay.
right?
I can see that
Now we
perspective.
see it from two different perspectives, right?
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, men are seeing women that like ain't no good women. Women are seeing men like ain't no good men,
Okay.
right? And it's from a bunch of different reasons. You know, women are too aggressive and too manly and too masculine and blah blah blah. And women are like men don't want to go to work and men don't want to take care of business. So it's like all the things is out there when you break it down at its root. I think women and men both see dating like, hey, there's nothing out here. Um, Now, where does that come from? I think some of that comes from social media, right? I
Okay.
think there's totally some of that that's driven there. also I think some of that comes from our experiences.
I was thinking
Yeah,
experiences.
right. And so like when you are a bad picker,
Mm,
then you blame if I'm a man and I'm a bad picker, then
hmm
I think every woman out here is bad. No, sir, you just are a bad picker, right?
hmm
So if every time I go to the grocery store and I pick up an apple that rots in 2 days,
hmm
then I'm not taking my time in the produce section and
Right.
making sure I'm picking one that's going to last long enough for me to eat it, right?
Right, 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 right.
So issue isn't Kroger, right? Or Publix or name your
I love
grocery
the
store. The
analogy for
issue is the person
that.
who is going and picking the produce, right?
Right, right.
So we sit here and we be like, oh, there's nothing out here. No, you are a bad picker. You attract your level of healing.
hmm
And when you start to really focus on yourself and say, you know what, I am going to make myself a better individual, I am going to therefore attract better individuals to
hmm
me. And when I attract better individuals to me, better quality individuals, because I've made myself a better candidate, then I can choose better. But if I continue to choose poorly, the problem isn't the pool, the problem is the picker.
hmm
And I have to I think that we see it all differently, but a lot of us don't come back to us and say we are
Correct,
the cause
correct.
of the
I
problem.
was in a situation, relationship, man, and you know, my statement was someone asked me about it, and so my statement was I was the picker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just the onus is on me. Makes sense. And so many different reasons. You know, sometimes we can try to make 25, make a quarter out of putting a collection of coins together, and that's not a quarter. It's a
Right,
value, but it's not the quarter. There's a difference.
right,
And
right.
so there's an affirmation I make, and it goes like this: I draw to me my own. I draw to me my own from the north, south, east, and west, and from across this globe. Now, when I say that, I have to make sure that my vibration, my inner self, my self-awareness, my consciousness, my energy is in a positive state, or else I'm going to pull from low-hanging fruit.
Right. Yes.
So I like what you said. I can see your perspective, man. So yeah, we got to make sure that we're in a man. It comes back to you. It comes back to
Right.
you. You're the picker. You're the
This,
chooser.
this dating pool is as good as you make yourself
Mm-hmm.
to be so that you can attract the best candidates in the pool.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's it.
I
And
agree.
those things are not from and an appearance, while that may be part of it, right? It's not from the financial, while that may be part of it. It is from a holistic sense.
Mm-hmm.
When you are right, when your healing is right, you will attract the more healed you are, the more of a light you become. And the
Mm-hmm.
more of a light you become, the more things are attracted to you. So you are able to raise your quality of candidacy by you raising your level of healing.
And
So,
and date on your rank too. Don't date on your rank. Like you know where you are.
oh, you know what? So, and that's something else too. We didn't really touch on that really, but man, think about this. You got to be honest.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
kind of like, you know, part of this process of dating, how men and women, you got to be honest.
That's right.
If
You
you are
have to.
looking, I don't like that word intention, dating with intentions, I don't really care for that place, but be honest with where you are,
Yes,
right? If you
yes.
are a person when I was divorced, when I first came out of my divorce, I was not looking for a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I was honest when I talked to somebody. Nope, I want to go hang out, kick it a little bit, and that's it, right? I don't want nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want some company. That's it. But I was honest and I said
Mm-hmm.
that up front.
Right.
And as I began to continue my healing process, my desires changed. If you are a person that is looking to date and hang out, don't date somebody who's looking for a relationship.
Right.
because the two of y'all don't match.
And it's
And it don't matter male or female, no matter how
mhm.
good they look or whatever. Date with what you are looking for. If you're looking for a relationship, date someone who's also looking for a relationship.
I'm gonna say this here. Take a chance on yourself by being honest to yourself.
Yes.
In order to
Say that
tell a
again.
lie, you have to believe the lie yourself. You have to rehearse that lie in order for it to become believable. Then you have
Mm.
to reiterate that lie to yourself. You follow me? So just be honest with yourself. Take a chance. Listen, if that person says that's not what they're looking for, at least you were honest. And at most, they're able to make a choice. Because truthfully speaking, your honesty is going to open
There
the
is
door. I'm going to be
always
honest.
somebody,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
always
And
somebody.
truthfully speaking, when you're honest, it will invoke them to be honest,
Right.
and you'll be on, and you'll see where actually they are. Just be honest.
That's it.
Stand
Man.
on
So all the fellas, listen,
it.
women too, but especially fellas, listen, be honest with where
Be
you at.
honest.
If you don't want nothing, tell her you don't want nothing.
Mhm.
Because there's always going to be a woman that's going to be like, okay, listen, I don't want anything either. That's not what I'm looking for. But
Mhm.
when we manipulate, that comes back to how people seeing things differently inside the pool, right? When we try to manipulate somebody who ain't really looking for a relationship, I'm not really looking for it, but I'm trying to manipulate you to get you're not going to win, and you actually do a disservice to everybody who is actually out here trying to be honest.
And
Um,
Ben, I'm gonna add this too, man. Bottom line again, dating does not mean you're going to be used for sex or anything else. I'm telling
right.
you, you're getting to know someone.
That's what
What
it
does everyone usually say? I just wish I had somebody I could spend time with. Well, get your behind out there and date.
is. Right.
Date. The only way to date, oh, how you said, Ben, the only way to date is to do
Uh,
what? Date.
As a date,
Date.
only way you learn how to do
It
it is to do
doesn't
it.
mean, it does not mean you are a hoe. It doesn't mean anything. I promise you. Just date. Have a
It's
good
date.
time.
And date as many people as you have the capacity to
Correct.
until. So
Correct.
if you know, hey, I can date three people at a time, date three people at a time. I'm gonna come back to what you were saying. That don't mean you have to have sex with three different people.
Yeah.
Don't mean anything like that. It just means engage, entertain, talk to, get to know as many people at the capacity with which you can.
Correct.
Right? When I got out, I started being on dating apps and I was getting, some suitors coming in. And I was like, man, wait,
Date naps.
it's too many, right? It's too many people, right? I got to a place where this is the amount of people I can talk to and
Hmm.
keep normal conversations up with. And then I can make my decisions as to which direction I want to go in, who is
Correct.
going to get more time
Correct.
from me,
Correct.
right? But this idea of just like, oh, you date one person at a time. I don't care if you're male or female, it's the wrong approach every single time. You don't date one person at a time. You relationship one person, but you don't date one
Date one
person at a
person
time.
at a time. And that's what causes people. You know what, bro? That's another reason we wind up in divorce. Hello, somebody. I'm telling you, because, and I'm going to be honest, religion, I ain't going to even say religion will have you dating one person at a time, and then you feel a sense you don't know anybody else, and you feel a sense of obligation. You fall into certain things per se, and now you feel like you have to get married.
Right.
Again, separate um, negativity from dating. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna be honest with
Not
you.
at all.
Nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, my brother.
All right.
What other
So
questions we got out there?
let's get some quick hitters. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. So do you see gender roles in dating?
Do we see? Okay, that's a good question. Do we see gender roles in dating? I will say that gender. I've been influenced by gender roles. I will say that. And it's just my parents. My mom was in her 80s when she transitioned. My dad be 91 this month.
Wow.
Um, and I have seen gender role, you know,
Yeah.
so it has influenced me. However, I don't, I believe this is my thing. A woman can do what a man can do. She's
Okay.
capable of doing it. I
Okay.
really. However, if we're working together, if there's something she may not desire to do and I'm capable, then let's
Okay.
complement one another. You follow me? Like the
Gotcha.
glove, my hand is not better than the glove, and the glove is not better than my hand, but together we work together. Guess what? We can still
Right.
achieve things, even though I have a glove in my hand. So gender role, um, this is what my dad asked me yesterday because we were looking at divorce court. I don't know why my dad is fascinated with the divorce court, but anyway, we were looking at divorce court, and he said, "Son," and he was prepping his way to get the question right. He said, "When you were married," he said, "Did you pay all the bills?" I said, "No, sir," and I don't believe in all. I don't believe in that.
Mm.
I don't. I just don't. That's me. I don't care whoever disagrees with it. I don't believe in that. Why? Because we're working together. Now, there is a philosophy that I've heard or a strategy that I've heard where whoever makes the most money um, can pay the mortgage or whatever the case may be. But I don't think that one person should be paying all the bills. I don't agree with it. I don't believe in it because two are better than one. I do believe that that couple, that team should figure out a strategy that works best for them, for their present, and work toward a better and easier future. That's my position.
Okay. So remember that because I'm about to come back and hit
I
you
don't
with
want
this
no,
quick hitter right
I don't
after.
want no pushback either because I know you. Because
No pushback,
I just
but
messing
just
with you.
remember
Go
that
ahead.
because I'm gonna come up with a quick hitter.
Okay.
But so are there gender roles? I'm a person that doesn't believe in gender roles personally.
Hmm.
Um, however, I still believe in chivalry and courtship.
I believe. Yes, I agree.
I
I agree.
believe
I agree.
that that is such a lost art in today. And what upsets me is that men of our age group
Hmm.
do not operate in chivalry and courtship.
Yes.
Like it
Yes.
irritates me to go now. Is a woman capable of opening her door? Absolutely, right?
Hmm.
Because if I'm not around, who's opening her door, right?
Correct.
Like, but there is, if you're with me,
Hmm. Hmm.
you
Hmm.
are under my care, and
Hmm.
that is chivalristic, and there's no way, right? Like, I'm gonna look at, I'm not even gonna get out the car if
Hmm.
I'm getting ready to, if you get out, if you start opening the door
Right.
before, like, it's just a. And men, we got to get back to being chivalrous. We got to get back to, and I think that that's been negatively influenced by social media as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of that is, this women's lib and all that stuff, but also like, man, we as men, like that's man, we got to stand up, fellas, and like make sure that we show what chivalry looks like. Like,
Hmm.
is that a gender role? No, it's just to me, that's just the right thing to do.
And I like what you're saying because this is what I share with my daughter. Okay, and we still go on daddy daughter dates, and I open the door for. Well, I'm telling you, when Alexis is with me, I'm opening the door. I don't want her to ever become comfortable with having to open her own door. All right. Now, what's your
Nah,
point? My
not with a
point
man
is,
around.
no, not with a man around. But then I
Right.
share with her when I get in, then make my load easier by reaching over and getting my handle. So it doesn't open the door all the way, but it makes it easier. All I have to do is pull. This is the whole concept, and this is what I like about When Brothers Talk. Just getting back to foundational principles. Number one, we're in covenant.
Foundation.
We're
Right.
covering one another. You follow me? And I came to make your load easier. And it's not all about you, and it's not all about me. It's about us working together as a team.
Right.
What can I do to help you? I see where I can help you, and you see where you can help me. And we're just taking the initiative to make it happen.
Okay. Next quick hitter. Coming back to what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. But they coming in with these questions. I love it. Y'all keep it coming for us. Go ahead.
Could you be in a relationship with somebody who makes more money than
So can. I can. I can. This is my philosophy when it came to dollars and cents.
you?
On paper, it's black and white in an account. It's
Right.
black and white. The account never says, he put more money into you. Hmm. It doesn't go through all that.
Right.
What is the common goal? So if she makes more money, considering the climate that we live in, that's that's created against men. Hello, brothers. Hello, sisters. The climate that we're in, if she's at an advantage and she's okay with it, we're gonna be okay with it. Two are better than one. And we're not as men going to be lazy and get comfortable either. If
Right.
she's bringing in more bread, dough, whatever the case may be, guess what? What's in your creative mind outside of what occupation you have? You're able to tap more into creativity. Why? Because that woman should come and multiply you. But you got to be able to
Right.
receive her multiplication skills as well.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't care how much you make because
It's how
at the
you
end of the
respect.
day,
It's about respect.
it's just like as long as the woman that I'm with, if she makes hell, she can make 5 times as much as me. I don't care how much you make,
Right,
right?
right.
I care about how you treat me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Are you using your money, your income as a way to dominate me or browbeat me or
Correct.
make me feel
Correct.
less than? If
Correct.
you're using your finances in a negative way towards me, that's when I would have a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can live in a box and be happy. I ain't pressed about a lot of stuff, right?
That's
I
why
don't need a
Proverbs.
lot of stuff.
That's why Proverbs says best to live in the woods than
Mhm.
under the roof of a cantankerous woman. I'm telling you, brother, it's
It's a
best to live in
fact,
the woods.
right? So I don't care about how much you make.
Correct.
I'm with you. Like if it's something that becomes our benefit, then it becomes our benefit, right? I don't really care about that. Money never. And there's something that's just me personally. I've never been moved by money. Have I made solid money? Yeah, I've made solid money.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to this grave with nothing in the bank because money don't phase me. Do I
Right.
want to? Am I going to do that? No. Do I want to do that? No. But money ain't nothing. Money comes, money goes. Right? It is a vehicle. It is a tool. But if you make more, then it just gives us more tools to play with, more things we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But if a woman makes more money than me, I'm not going to be tripping on that by any stretch of the imagination.
You know,
Um, Go ahead.
there's a couple I know right now where the husband was just number one, he makes less money. He does
Mhm.
than his wife. She's younger than he is, and but evidently either he had a dream, but he didn't have the resources to pursue it. The man, the woman is no better than the man who gave her the seed to carry
Mhm.
and sustain the life. And the man is no better than the woman. You know what I'm saying? They're not better than one another. It's teamwork. So now he has a beard line in addition
Wow.
to his profession. He has a beard line, oil, grooming. You follow me? Why? She took her resources and sold back into her family. That's Proverbs 31 woman. There's also a Proverbs 31 man. And I'm telling you, when we
Right.
start working together, yes, the whole system is designed to keep us divided because I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. All right, I'm going to hit it. The system is designed. You remember back in the day saying, "Oh, I just want to, I want a woman, I want a man that I can just stay at home and not work." Okay, get off the screen. Bye. See you later. Because if I make money and you don't make any money, guess what? For the most part, you're depending on me. You think that's cute because the system says that's the way to go. That's stupid, it's idiotic, and it's a fallacy with that. Bottom line is we should be working together. So what they did was they stripped us of that concept and put us in division against one another because that's how they started. And so that's how they can say, well, I own you and everybody else that I own, and nothing you can say about it. I could do it in your face.
Mhm.
I don't want a woman. I don't desire a woman that's not willing to work and she wants to sit around and do nothing and get fat. I'll be honest with you, get fat all day and do little crafts and skills. No, No, let's make
Right.
life work and let's make it happen because we are a community people. When brothers talk, that's what this
Right.
show is about.
So I will say, anybody that's what they looking for, I promise you, she out there too. Right.
What's that? What you mean? What you mean?
If you're looking for somebody you could just take care of,
Oh yeah.
and you're
Oh
right, she
yeah.
is out there.
Mm-mm.
Right.
No,
Um,
I'm taking
all
care of
right.
a woman.
So
I'll attend to
let's
her,
get
but
out of
I'll
here on
take care
this.
of
Last
her.
couple last quick hit. So what are some ideas you could give to us that are out here dating, both men and women? What's some ideas?
I would say keep it
Hold
simple,
on, hold
man.
on. Let me say it like
But
this. Some ideas for going on dates
okay, okay.
specifically.
All
What's
right,
some
cool,
ideas you can give
cool.
us?
All right. One thing to do is don't go to a movie because there's no
Okay.
communication. You're not getting to know one
Right.
another. Dinner, it's okay. What about go skating? What about shoot pool? You know, what about go to an arcade? What about go sit by some water? And those would be some ideas that I would say for a first date.
So
That's
for me,
go ahead.
I believe that you eliminate the pressure.
I like that.
Going on a date off the top is pressure. So the
Mm,
first thing you should do, especially for your first few dates, is eliminate the pressure. Don't try to go out and be extravagant on your first date.
impress one another, right?
Right?
Correct.
Impress each other, right?
Hmm.
Because as a man, if I go out and spend a bunch of money, right, then I create a pressure on myself
Hmm.
and I create a pressure on the woman, right? So, first, and on top of that, you set a standard
Hmm.
that this is like it only goes up from here. So if
Hmm.
your first date is courtside seats at the Hawks game,
You got to keep going up.
look, you can't take nobody to Chili's, right? Like you
Right.
just it ain't happening, right?
I like that.
So I'm going from here to here. It's not
Eliminate
gonna
the
happen,
pressure. I
right?
love it.
So you gotta eliminate the pressure.
Hmm.
For me, the first few dates, go to a coffee shop, pull out some conversation cards, go
Hmm.
do a picnic in the park, like just something because the whole idea of dating is not to relationship, it's about to get to know somebody.
Correct. Correct.
So I should be taking time to actually get to know a person. And I'm not going to get to know this person if I'm sitting courtside at the Hawks,
That's right.
sitting in
That's
the
right.
box with the Falcons,
That's right.
whatever. And I'm using Atlanta because I lived there for so long, but like whatever. So like if you are doing something that's going to ocean air for like you going to do stuff like that, spending 3, 4, 500, and on top of that, think about it. If you're dating, you're dating multiple people at multiple times during the week.
Expensive.
Realistically, right?
All right.
So if you dropping $150 a wop every time you go, $250 a wop every time you go out on a date, are you like you're spending money? You're not really investing. You're just spending money.
Hmm.
Take the time, get to know who
Rent a
that
date.
person is, right? To date, right?
Rent a date.
And then once you learn who it is that I feel like I'm dating now, I want a
Hmm.
relationship, you invest more because you want to spend more time, quality time with this particular person. But if I take you, if we go to a coffee shop and we sit outside at the park and we get to know each other over the course of a couple of hours, we
Hmm.
can then decide whether or not we want to go to a movie later or to a
Hmm.
dinner later or go to a lounge. Like we can decide, but I think that you should always do it as early as you can. I think you should make your first few days as little cost as you can. And
Hmm.
I think they should be as completely as open-minded as you can. Have open dialogue with one another so that you can get to know whether or not I actually want to invest time, energy, effort in you, and you want to do the same thing for me.
Yeah. I like that. Eliminate their pressure. Eliminate that
Yeah,
pressure. I like that. And that's what I was saying. Basically, just keep it simple, man. Those
keep it
simple
simple.
dates. Those simple dates, man.
Yeah, that's it. So, brother, so we can get up out of here. I appreciate your time. I love you to life. Thank you for everybody to joining with the
Yeah.
Brothers Talk, listening to us. We'd like for you to Subscribe to us, like us, share this conversation. Ladies, share this with your fellas.
And you guys are
Fellas,
doing
share
this.
this with your
That's
fellas,
right. That's
right?
right.
We want to build a community of real conversation, real talks, real topics, and just be open-minded with um, our thoughts and our processes. Because, man, I'm telling you, like, if you just listen to what you learned in church, if you listen, if you just strictly focus on what it is that you learn, listen to social media, man, you're going to get only a quarter, a piece
Mm-hmm.
of the story. There's so
Mm-hmm.
much more out here. So, thank y'all to everybody. Chris, go ahead and get us up out of here, man.
Listen, love and peace and blessings to everyone. Follow us again on the social media platforms. We are definitely posting our new shows on YouTube. Definitely encourage again. And King Brothers, this is for us. So,
Right.
ladies, we appreciate you. And guess what? You guys are influential. So let your guys know, as Ben stated, we are in agreement with that. But King Brothers, let's take some initiative and show up. All right. Because when brothers talk, we create a movement. All right. Be the
Yeah,
best you. And we'll talk soon. Look to see you next time, next episode.
that's it.